Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Man, I am your boy, the Big Money Trucker. It's good to be back, reporting live to you with some not so good news right now, man. Chicago, they're going through a thing right now. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Man, it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to get the dollar for the rent, when the Cadillac gas money spent. You have a whole lot of jumping ship. Man, oh man, it's hard out here. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It is hard out here. I don't even know how we're gonna make it, dog. I don't even know how we're gonna do it, dog. I just don't know, man. With so much going on out here, I just don't know how we're gonna do it, dog. I really don't. It's hard out here, man. Y'all looking good out there, though. Go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause, man. You looking real good out there. That's a fact. You looking real good, man. Hey, even though you just lost your job, the rent's due, the mortgage due, the car payments due, you need surgery done. Your baby mama, she's pregnant again for the third time. You got another baby in college. She on her way to college. And Pepsi just closed the daggone doors, man. God almighty. Man, we can't win for losing. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I don't know how we gonna do it, man. I really don't know how we gonna do it. Give me some sound effects right up in here, man. I don't know how we gonna do it. I don't know how we gonna get through it, but we're gonna have to get through it, man. You could have been anywhere in the world, man. This is your boy, the Big Money Trucker, man. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I sure do appreciate that, man. So today's story is coming out of Chicago. Now, this is what I want y'all to think about. Imagine you waking up and you just don't feel like getting up. It's just been one of them days, one of them nights, man, one of the mornings where you're waking up and you're like, man, I wish this job would just close, man. I wish something would happen where I wouldn't have to go to work. I wish this job would no longer exist. And guess what? That's just the thing that happened to those residents in Chicago, to those union workers up there in Chicago, Illinois, man. They woke up and they didn't have a job anymore, man. So I got a news story, a few news stories that we're going to go ahead and react to and read because I think this is very important to the trucking industry and the economy and just blue collar work in general. I have been reporting on shortages or the state of blue collar work for the last year, year and a half, how uh, companies are going from, and even in tech too, companies are going from the traditional employee where they're having uh, employees on the payroll. What they are hiring now are independent contractor. What they will do is they will downsize. All right. Companies will downsize somehow, lay off, fired, close, whatever the case, whatever the terminology that they will use, but they will get those employees off the books. So that means they're off the hook for um, pensions, retirement. benefits, medical and dental and life insurance. They're off the hook for all of those things. You're not an employee of the company. We're not responsible for your retirement or your health benefits or your family health benefits. However, we still want you to come work for us. We want you to work for us, but we're not going to pay you like an employee. But this is what we will do. We will hire you on as a 1099 employee. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, we will hire you on as a 1099 employee. That means that you will get somewhat of a pay increase. You will, but you won't get any benefits. I hope you understand that. All right. You can work all the overtime you want to, but it'll be on your own dime. It'll just be hour for hour. No more time and a half, double time on Sundays, triple time on Christmas and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, Thanksgiving, triple time. No, 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 no. If you work on those days, it'll just be regular pay, $25 an hour. And if you don't like it, you can leave. We got a fresh batch of immigrants coming over that's willing and that's ready to jump at the opportunity to get this good money right here, because this is good money. Because actually, we're hoping that you do leave, because we're going to drop the pay. Instead of paying you $25 an hour, we're going to pay them 18 and they're going to love it. As a matter of fact, we're going to drop it down to the minimum wage because y'all making way too much. According to these news articles, you guys have been working here for a good 25 years, 30 years. One employee been there 40 years. You cost us too much, man. That is 3 employee, 40 years of labor. 40 years of labor. Can you imagine how much that dude is making 40 years? He's probably making about $40 an hour, man. He probably making about $30 an hour up there in Chicago. 40 years, 35. Probably making about, driving a forklift, probably about $30 an hour. Man, we can get two Haitians up here for that price. Man, what you mean? We got two Mexicans coming up here right now. Shoot. Speaking good Spanish too. English a little suspect, but guess what? That'll be okay. That'll be okay. We don't need them to speak English. This is Chicago. We got plenty of them speaking that habla inglés up in here, man. Man, this is Chi-Town, baby. We won't miss a beat. We will not miss a beat. Man, and that's been a sad reality. But we're going to go ahead and get to these news articles. Because, man, let me tell you, it kind of breaks my heart whenever I see the whole idea that even if you have a union job, your job ain't safe. That's tough, man. Go ahead, bear with me as I go ahead and get this thing set up, man. There we go. Looking good. Ooh, I like the way I did that, man. So let's go ahead and get this thing popping. There we go.
This is something that has been extremely frustrating for many of the workers here. Like you said, they showed up to work and within, they say, just a couple of minutes asked to go home and try to very quickly find a new job.
No notice, none of that. Blindsided.
Eric Gadsden has been a Pepsi truck driver for 21 years.
All right, man. Truck drivers, you are affected. Truck drivers, here we go.
Until he was notified showing up at work this morning that Pepsi will permanently close the 51st Street facility in Chicago, effective immediately.
Man, imagine you waking up, man. You like, man, I'm about to go ahead and get this good coffee. Cause you know, when you done worked at a job for so long, man, you done got your favorite coffee machine up in there, man. You probably got a good old Keurig in there. Everybody done pitched in, got a Keurig. Man, I'm about to go and shoot the shit up there with the boys, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody probably loved their job up there at this Pepsi plant. You know, everybody show up about a good 30 minutes early, get you a cup of coffee, get yourself set up, shoot the shit, go ahead and talk with your boy. Yeah, man, about to go ahead and do this quick. 10, let me see, it's Monday morning. Yeah, we getting ready for Christmas. You know, baby mama, my wife, man, she just went out shopping, man. She just maxed out the credit card. So, we're going to we're going to go ahead and run it up this week. Halloween coming around, man. We're going to have to go ahead and, get some costumes together. I still didn't get my baby girl costume. So, I'm going to go ahead and run it up this week, man. Me and the old lady, we're gonna go ahead and dress up as Jack and Jill this Halloween. The X-rated version. We're going to an adult party. So I'm gonna have to work some extra hours, man. I'm gonna go ahead and do about a good 65, 70 this week. I'm gonna run it up. But let's go ahead and see what this news article got to talk about. Let's go.
Sole provider in my household. And, my wife has MS. My daughter's about to go to college.
Woo wee.
I can't put into words what I feel right now.
That's tough.
Says he was just 9 years away from retirement, but now was forced to start from scratch elsewhere.
Man, he was almost ready to retire. Oh my God, 9 years. He was counting down.
A statement from the Teamsters Local 727 union, who represents the workers.
And it's a union job.
Pepsi's late notice is in violation of the WARN Act, which requires employers with 75 or more full-time employees to provide 60 days advance notice of pending plant closures or mass layoffs.
You know what? I find it hard to believe that the higher ups didn't know that this day was coming. I find it hard to believe that the higher ups did not see this coming. A big time Monday morning? Are you kidding me? Y'all knew this was going to happen over the weekend. Y'all knew this was coming Friday afternoon. Y'all knew this. Y'all made me done waste my gas. I done waste my good gas money. Man, I drove up here on E. This gas was going to last me for the rest of the week. You mean to tell me I ain't got no job? Nah, that ain't going to ride, bro.
Calling the decision disgusting and a disgrace.
Being 58 years old, it's like starting all over again.
Man.
It's going to be hard.
Gadsden says,
boy, you taking it well, man, for a 58-year-old man. Let me see. 9 years to retire, 58, 67. Man. So now what, man? But he's in Chicago, right? They say that Chicago got a lot of good trucking jobs up there. He can go work there. He can go work for the Russians. right? I mean, shoot, the Russians up there paying great. You know what I mean? Go work 90 hours a week. They'll reset your clock every damn night, from what I heard.
200 people work at this plant. He says Pepsi has agreed to continue pay and provide benefits through the end of December, but says this experience is going to take all of his faith to get through.
My message to my coworkers is, God closes one door and opens up another.
Okay, I can hear the trembling in his voice. Yeah, that ain't good, black man. I feel you on that, dog. God will provide. But let me tell you something. That union job, though, it won't.
Might be better.
Now, just a couple minutes ago, we got this statement from Pepsi saying this is a more than 60-year-old building that has physical limitations.
All right, so it says that this building is 60 years old with physical limitations. So what I'm taking that is that it's a pretty old building, okay? Um and it's outdated. I did a news report on Tesla rolling out new trucks, new electrical trucks 2026. So what I'm thinking is that it's just cheaper to go ahead and fire everybody. You're so replaceable. You're so disposable. It's easier and more efficient to just let you guys go, close this facility, build another facility someplace else in the region, maybe Indiana. Let me see. Wisconsin, yeah, maybe Indiana to handle that because it's cheaper than Illinois, right? Hire some of those 1099 workers that I was talking about that's coming across the border, and then bring in those EV trucks in a more modern update facility. That's what I'm thinking. Let me tell you something. As I drive through Atlanta and all over the United States, there are a lot of empty, brand new warehouse buildings. Warehousing isn't going anywhere. I'm telling you, I've seen way too many brand new, empty warehouse buildings. They look almost like Amazons. They could be Amazons, but I don't know. All I do know is that they're brand new and they're in a, I want to say, a industrial complex, right? And they're just clearing off that land. Like if you go on the south side of Atlanta, I want to say in the what's that, Riverside, not Riverside, Jonesboro, Georgia. And if you go down, what's that, I-75, yeah, I-75 South, you will see those facilities, man. And this on those lots just empty and vacant, and they are ready for Tesla and these new 1099 workers, man. It's over for you guys. For you employees who've been banking on retiring. I hope you've invested in Bitcoin. I hope you've invested in Apple. I hope you put your money in Google, dog, because it's gonna be rough out here.
On to say our plans meet applicable legal requirements and we will actively work with union leadership on the details related to the closure. Now, we're told Pepsi is expecting to have a second meeting today with more employees today at 2 p.m. to tell them the news. In addition to that, the union.
Hey, baby girl, how you feeling, man? I see you. I see you up there. It is cold up there in Chicago. She got on a coat and a sweater. Man, it is cold weather already up there. Man.
Us that they have proposed a meeting time with Pepsi this Wednesday.
I see you.
Watch breaking news.
All right, so that one's right there. We're gonna go to another news article that I saw. Let's see.
Employees at a Pepsi plant on the south side are blindsided after the warehouse where they work shut down without notice. Union leaders now demanding answers after hundreds of people are left without jobs. Asal Razai is live outside that warehouse on 51st Street. Asal.
Yeah, Erica, we've heard from employees here today who say they are shocked. We've heard from some who left here in tears after working here for decades.
Man, do you hear that? You got grown men leaving in tears. Man, how the hell I'm gonna pay for that car? Oh, man, I just bought my new place. Man, my wife is pregnant for the third time. They probably felt that they had a good job and that job will always be here. They probably wake up every day like, man, I love this job. It pays the bills. I done afforded a nice life for myself. You know, I got a family that loves me and I provide for them. I'm the breadwinner. I get up, I go to work, I can work all the overtime that I want to. I've been here 20 plus years, so I'm making a good $35 an hour, man. I'm making $40 an hour. Man, if I go ahead and work, 60 hours a week, another 20 hours of overtime, I can make $60 an hour, man. Time and a half. Driving trucks. That's a good damn life, man. So of course I'm showing up early. Of course I'm leaving late. And if this job closes abruptly, of course I'm leaving in tears. What the hell I'm gonna do now? What I'm gonna tell my family? What I'm gonna tell my wife? What I'm gonna tell my kids? That good job that we had, those plans that we made, gone. Just like that. Man, that's tough.
Just minutes' notice to pack their things up and leave. Daryl Smith has been a forklift driver at this
Hey, and Big Daddy looked like he been eating good on his job.
warehouse on 51st Street near Union for 29 years. This morning, he was called back in after leaving an overnight shift.
Hey, Big Daddy right there, man. He probably stopped by Harold's every day for him a 2-piece duck with the fries. Promise you. Man, they know Daryl by name in Harold's.
I seen grown men cry. I seen women cry.
Smith is one of 75 union members and more than 100 non-Teamsters.
Like, I find it just hard to believe that the union reps, like the union management, didn't know that this day was coming. Let's see what's going on, man.
Who were not aware this facility was shutting down until they came in this morning.
They told us that the plant is not doing good. There's other facilities around that's going to be closed. So we were one of them, and that was it. They gave us some garbage bags to pack our stuff and told us to leave.
Wow.
We know Pepsi has agreed to continue pay and benefits through the end of December. In a statement, they said the decision to no longer operate at 51st Street is a difficult one. This is a more than 60-year building that has physical limitations. Our top priority is to support our employees during this transition, and our commitment to serve Chicagoland remains strong.
And that's the thing, right? Pepsi didn't have any. Okay, let me say it like this. At least the labor force wasn't Pepsi employees. Y'all work for the union. That ain't Pepsi. We can let y'all go. No problem. We have no loyalty to the Teamsters. None whatsoever. This is business. This is business. You make way too much money. Y'all make way too much money. and we can get cheaper labor. We're cutting cost. We have shareholders that we have to satisfy. We're going to have to justify paying what we're paying in Chicago, and we just can't do that at this time. We can't. We've already been promised. Pepsi has been promised a new workforce for the next 3 to 5 years. Man, we're going to have new 1099 employees, new contractors. We're going to have the new independent contractors, and we ain't going to have to pay them benefits. We're not going to have to pay them mental health, dental health, physical health, life insurance, retirement. We're not going to have to pay those things. We're not going to have to pay them a pension. We're going to pay them this 1099. We're going to pay them straight pay, hourly. Let them work all the hours that they want to the death of them. And we're going to get a new body tomorrow when they decide to leave. As a matter of fact, we're working on this new thing called automation. Oh, shoot. We got some new facilities that we're working out. Less manpower. And those things work like a well-oiled machine. They don't take days off. They don't complain. They don't ask for a raise. We don't have to worry about them and their families. Hearing sob stories. We just flick the lights on, hit the power switch, and we got a maintenance man in there, and he's able to foresee and operate those automated machines. Man, it's tough out here. It is hard out here for a pimp when he trying to get this money for the rent. When the Cadillac and gas money spent, you have a whole lot of bitches jumping ship. I said it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. When the Cadillac and gas money spent, you have a whole lot of bitches jumping ship.
Leaders say they negotiated a 4-year agreement that covered this facility and 3 others just this past April. The ratified contract came after members threatened to strike over the need for higher wages.
Ooh, that's it right there. That's it. That's the kicker. See? That's it. Y'all want to get up there and start complaining? Oh, that's cool. Complain all you want to. And we're listening. We're making a list. We're checking it twice. We're going to find out who's naughty or nice. Pepsi's closing up shop in your town.
Healthcare.
Because quite frankly, when you have a well-performing facility, a long experienced workforce, and a market like Chicago that drinks a lot of Pepsi, it's really hard not to imagine that it's not retaliation.
So what I'm gonna do now? Most people live check to check. Some people have high mortgages, kids in school with tuitions and stuff like that. So we'll start the next move.
Union leader.
They might hire you back on, my boy. 1099 though. You just lost all your time, all your pension. I mean, you lost that. But you can come back on as a 1099 employee. Hopefully you made you some good investments. And if not, it ain't too late. Matter of fact, I'm going to be talking some stocks and some investments that you should make, man. Hey, look up my boy Aaron O. He's doing a great job with some investments that you should be looking into. But anyway, let's see what else they got going on.
Say they plan to demand answers on Wednesday. That's when they're scheduled to meet with Pepsi at their Union Hall. Live on the South Side, I'm Asal Razai, CBS News.
Razai, thank you, Asal Razai. Let's see if I got one more story up here, man. Because this was crazy. Yeah, one more.
This afternoon, the second shift of workers got the news.
I have a daughter in school. I have a house, you know.
And look who this is affecting too, man. Like, look, I've shown 3 different videos and I see brown skinned people. Mm-mm-mm.
Come on, y'all can't do people like that. Y'all a big company. At least give us a heads up.
PepsiCo is closing the 60-year-old plant at 51st and Low. Today, workers were notified when they arrived to work they would be off the job as of today, but get pay and benefits for 60 days.
Everybody doesn't know how they're going to take care of their kids. They don't know how they're going to put the kids.
There go Daryl again. Yeah.
So it's a shock to everybody. Right now, I'm still in shock. I love this job. I was here early every single day.
Hey man, that looked like a man that love his job. He come to work. Look at him. He's clean. Man, he got on a matching Nike outfit. Rick and Morty sweatsuit. Man, he don't work too hard. He don't get too dirty at work. Look like he's still in good skin. He like, sporting an earring. You know, you can't have jewelry on when you're at work, you know. So he took the earring out, show up early, drink his coffee, shoot the shit, go, hey, work his job for a good 10, 12 hours. Then he go home.
At 1 o'clock, first vehicle you seen roll through here was my truck. I rolled through here at 1 o'clock, and this was 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. And I don't
6 days a week, Jack. So you know he was getting that overtime.
2 o'clock.
Yes,
John
sir.
Holy represents workers here and in other Pepsi facilities in our area with Teamsters Local 727.
I've never seen something like this. A big company acting this way is deplorable.
PepsiCo Beverages North America issued a statement saying, in part, the decision to no longer operate at 51st Street is a difficult one. This is a more than 60-year-old building that has physical limitations. Juan Gonzalez was on first shift and had worked here for most of his life.
45 years in 2 minutes.
All right, Juan Gonzalez, let me tell you, man. 45 years at one place is a long time. Look, and for Juan to be speaking as poor of English, he's been speaking English as long as I've been alive. All right, now, Juan, what the hell is going on around here, dog? Why your English ain't no better than that, man? Well, we are talking about Chicago, and they have a huge Latino population up there. So he can probably go all day long and not speak any English. Except for when the boys come around. Hey, migo. ¿Qué pasó?
Finished 45 years of my life.
Watch breaking news.
Man, 45 years, man. So Juan was probably making what? I don't know. 45 years. Let's close that down, man. Let's go ahead and close all of this stuff on down, man. There we go. So you got people who's been working that job for 20, 30, 40 years on their way to retirement. And Pepsi said, nope, we're closing the doors. Your help is no longer needed. Yeah, we heard you complaining about a raise a few weeks ago. You saw what happened at the port and you thought that, well, you deserve a raise. That's fine. That's fine. I heard that you get what you negotiate. A tough pill to swallow is that, man. If you go into one of these offices and you try to negotiate pay, your job is in jeopardy. That's a tough pill to swallow, man. It is. That's just too hard, man. Man, I've come to work on time. No write-ups. I'm safe. I've been safe for 10 years straight, 20 years straight. I make production. Hell, I've been employee of the month 3 times last year. I deserve a raise. But you mean to tell me just because I asked for a raise, y'all gonna close the facility? Well, that's part of the reason why? Damn. Speeding up the process. They said that the building was old. They got new buildings on the way. They got new technologies on the way. Electrical vehicles on the way. These diesel powered trucks, obsolete. Get them up out of here. Tesla is coming. Automation is coming. A cheaper labor force is coming. They're going to, along with you, this is what we're going to allow you to do. We're going to allow you to come in, train the new 1099 employees, train the new Haitians, train the new Mexicans. You're going to train them on your way out the door. Good God, man, that sounds so rough. But that's a reality for those on the south side of Chicago. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I already done been 30 minutes on this one news article. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Is it right for Pepsi to close up shop? Do y'all think that I'm right or I'm wrong about what's to come, about the new workforce and the new 1099 workforce and the new working class citizens that's coming in? I want to know your thoughts. What are your thoughts, man? Leave a comment. This is your boy, man. Big Money Trucker, man. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.